everyone. This is Aloura. Welcome back to my channel. So, I think it's been a while since I did a production breakdown. I'm doing a production breakdown for my latest single called Disaster, which I released last February. This song isn't really that hard to do. There are a lot of layers in the song, but mostly it's all just supporting the lyrics or the feel of the song. So, yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so as I said, the complexity of the production isn't as hard as the other tracks. It really just supports the feel and the vibe and the lyrics of the song. Although this song probably is one of my songs that have a lot of layers, like so much. If I'm not mistaken, like if you guys could see, it's really a lot. And in the mixer, I think it's until almost 100. But yeah, it's not really complicated, but there are just like a lot of layers because we have a couple of live instruments here, like keys, guitars, electric and acoustic, and then drums. So we have live drums as well. This isn't the first time that I have a song with live drums, but it's been a while since I've done that. So the song starts off with the intro, and then I think this is the first time, if I'm not mistaken, that my song starts with the chorus. So the intro, it sounds like this. So we have the keys. So that keys or piano part is actually done by one of my friends, Michelle or Elle of Allen and Elle. So thanks, Momsy. And then we have just like a pad here. And then we have like a Foley, like thunder. Basically, that's it for the intro. And then we go to the chorus of the song or the hook, and it's just the keys and my voice. So it sounds like this. You're a disaster, heartache and chaos all in one mix, like a fire, burning me down till I'm in ashes. So yeah, it's just the keys and then the thunder and then my voice. So after the chorus, we go to the first verse, and this is where more of the layers come in, including the drums. So this is what it sounds like first. When I saw you, I knew I was making a mistake. So for the first verse, we still have the keys, and then we have the same pad from the intro, and then we have like an arpeggio. This is what it sounds like. So that part actually, I think like that's one of the last few elements that I put in the song. Yeah, I think I was already mixing it when I put that in because it felt like it needed more something in that verse. Then we have the kick, MIDI kick first. Then we have snap. So if I'm not mistaken as well, yeah, it's not quantized so that it would feel more natural. This is the first one. This is the second one. So if we put it together. And then we still have the thunder, and then we have here the live drums. So shout out to my drummer, Angelo, for doing this. Thank you so much. This is the first time I think he did live drums for me, but he usually plays drums for me when I'm doing like a gig. So cool. So we just have like a bus and then a room take, and then the overheads. Then we have the kick. So basically the bus, room, and overheads, you would hear like almost all of the elements together but in like a different atmosphere. So this is the bus. This is the room layer. Then the overheads for more of the hats and cymbals, but you'd also hear like the kicks and all the other drums. Then we have the kick, snare, hats. Do we have a floor tom? Yeah, so when we put it all together, The reason why I have MIDI drums and also live drums is because I actually started this with the MIDI drums, but realized that it sounded better with live drums. So the MIDI drums actually just support the live drums. That's why if you see, there's only like kick and snaps here. Yeah, it's just a support. So this is what it sounds like with the MIDI and the live drums. Okay, and then next we have the acoustic guitars here already. I think I've mentioned him so many times in a lot of my prod breakdowns. The guitars were done by, of course, my friend and also my guitarist, Arvin, which is the brother of my drummer, Angelo. So, cool. Musician brothers. So next we go to the pre-chorus.
But when I have your hand, thought I'll understand that you'll never ever get this bad. With your lips and hers stuck like a curse, so what I got was worse.
So there are a lot of like breaks in here. When I first wrote this song, it was actually back in 2020. I think the reason why I didn't release it immediately after I wrote it was because I couldn't produce the song for some reason. Like I didn't know how to go forward with it. I finished writing it immediately, but I wasn't able to make the production immediately. I think I was able to just produce the track 2021 or 2022. But I knew when I wrote this track that there's gonna be this pre-chorus with a lot of breaks. So we still have the keys. We have a lot of strings and a lot of like orchestral layers in here. We have violins, violas, trumpets, horns, trombones. Put it all together, it sounds like this. It sounds more full now. Then, of course, we have to have the bass. Then we have the kicks. We have the live drum, so this is the kick. Snare, then floor tom. We also have a high tom, but kind of like the end or the phrases. Oh, also we have like a reverb pluck. And then reverb clap. So yeah, I'll let you hear all of the drums and bass actually. Then we have just a clean electric guitar. Then we have like a distorted left and right panned. Okay, so after the pre-chorus, we have the chorus, and this is what it sounds like.
You're a disaster, heartache and chaos all in one mess, like a fire, burning me down till I'm in ashes.
Okay, sorry again for the glitching. My CPU is dying. We still have the keys here, but now we have like synths, because it's the chorus. So we have the first synth here. Second one. Then we have the bass. It's actually a bit high for a bass. I don't know. It just needed that part. Just needed something like that. But then we have an 808. Yeah, so this is what it sounds like all together. I don't know if you can hear it or it's just me, but now because of this bass, high-ish bass, and all of the synths all together, it sounds full. So, you know, whatever works. If it works, then it works. Don't have to be too technical, I guess. And then we have more MIDI drums here. So we have 3 kicks, actually. So this is the first one that you might have heard from all of the other parts. Just like a thump. Then this is the second one. It sounds like a door closing. This is the third one. And then we have 3 snares. Yeah. Second one. Lastly, then we have like a tambourine loop. Then a perk loop. Actually, it's panned left and right. This one is in the left one, the tambourine loop. Then the perk loop is in the right. Together, it sounds like this. We have a Foley here. So it's an earthquake Foley. So I'll play all the MIDI drums together. We still have the live drums even though we have MIDI drums already. So yeah, as I said earlier, the MIDI is just supporting the live drums. So that's why for the MIDI drums, it's literally just like kick and snare. This is the kick for the live drums. And we have snare. Then we have hats. So if we put it together with the MIDI drums. So for the guitars of the chorus, we have an acoustic DI. This is an acoustic. So that's the take that's connected to the DI, and then this one is recorded with mic. When you put it together, then we have just a clean. We also have left and right of the electric guitar. Then we have some arpeggios. I really love the arpeggios of the chorus. We were in the office at the time and I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry in the middle of the office because it sounded so sad, I guess. It felt hopeless. So we go to the second verse and it's almost the same thing as the first verse. We still have the keys, the pad, the arpeggio. But the new thing here is that we have a growing synth. By growing synth, I'm just playing around with the cut off and filter. So I'll let you guys hear that. Then we have another growing synth. And just the 808 here. Yeah, so nothing too fancy, but I'll let you guys hear the second verse.
I should have seen this coming. I should have gone through. If you wanted to change, you shouldn't need me to do it for you.
So the reason behind why I did or I put that growing synth is because it's building up to another like break, and that part after the growing synth or whatever, it's not would I say it's the highlight of the song? Not really, but it's just like a really cool part of the song which I really loved. And because the whole song is whole lyrics of the song is like realizing that person that you're with is basically a red flag. Or just, you know, like a disaster basically. But then in the part where there were like a lot of break, it's just saying like, yeah, this is it. Nobody can fix it. This is like, it's done. And then we have the drums here still. We still have the kick. We have the snare and then another snare enhancer. Then we still have the live drums. This is what the drums sound like. Fun! It's so cool. For the second verse, we just have a clean guitar. I don't know, it sounds sad, right? Then when you add the lead guitars in the second verse. What the heck? It's so sad for me. I don't know. Then we go to the second part of the second verse, which is the breaks of the song. And I'll let you guys hear it first.
Oh, what a cliche, another replay. It's not a fairy tale, yeah. You just can't be saved. Oh.
For this part, it's basically just the same thing with like first part of the second verse. There's just more break. Then we just have a distorted guitars here to support the breaks. For the pre-chorus, basically the same thing. Literally the same thing. But the difference is, in the second pre-chorus, we have like a perk loop and a clap loop. And also like chugs in the guitar, I think. So this is the perk loop. This is the clap loop. So I think I added it to build it up more. We just have the chugs. Yeah. This is the second pre-chorus.
When I have your hand, but I'll understand that you'll never ever get this bad.
Do 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 do. Then third chorus, literally the same thing as the first chorus, as you guys can see here. Look at that. Everything is the same except for the guitars. We have all of the guitars except clean arpeggio that is very sad. So for the second chorus, we have this. We don't have that now. I removed it because no time to be sad anymore. It's time to be mad. We have the rhythm guitars here now in the third chorus. So we also have this, octaves. In exchange for the arpeggios, we have lead here. This is what the third chorus sounds like.
You're a disaster. Heartache and chaos all in one mess. Like a fire, burning me down till I'm in ashes.
So we go to the it's not really a bridge, kind of like an interlude-ish bridge part. I don't know. Another pre-chorus. I don't really know what to call this. Basically, this part is just kind of like the intro with the keys, the pad, and then yeah, just the thunder again. But then we have guitars here, so there's just a clean stereo. You can hear the pitch bending. Then just acoustic left and right. This is what it sounds like. And then, I think this is the first time that I've done this in any of my songs. Yeah, the song modulated to an upper or higher key. So from this,
But your lips and hers stop like a curse. So you're a disaster. Heartache and chaos.
so basically it's all the same thing as the other choruses, just in a different key. All of the elements from this chorus, from the third chorus, are just the same. At the second part, I don't know if you guys notice it, but I don't know why I do it all the time, but a lot of the times I do like a post-chorus part. So if you guys hear this, this is like the chorus.
Heartache and chaos all in one mess. Like a fire.
And then all of a sudden I'd have like another part or like a post-chorus. After the chorus, I'd put this in, but it's always just in the last chorus. So this is what it sounds like.
Always have to hurt. When it rains, it starts to pour, and I tears stream down just like a star. And if you try and give someone, hurt me some more. The sound of
Actually, I wrote it literally like last minute. It wasn't in the first draft when I wrote it in 2020. This part was written when I was producing the track already. And I think it just finished the song for me. It needed to have that part. And also, if I remember correctly, in the 2020 draft, there wasn't a modulation. The only difference of this post-chorus part from the chorus is literally just the lead guitars. So can you see the title? It says surprise motherfucker. And the only reason is because Arvin wasn't supposed to do like a solo or something, but then one day he was just like, Julia, I think I need to put something, or I have to send you something, and then it's the solo. And me being a solo guitarist enthusiast, for some reason, I don't know why, Arvin doesn't like doing solos, but I'm like, you have to do it. I'm happy that he did it willingly without me actually telling him to do a solo. So this is what it sounds like. Yeah, rock and roll. Let's go. It's so fun. I was like, I can't not put that. I have to put that there. So I just want to let you guys hear it with all of the guitar parts because it sounds amazing with it. So right, it just finishes the song. The post chorus just finishes the song for me. I don't know, just like closing a chapter, I guess. That's it for the song, actually. Then we just have the outro, and it's just me saying like disaster, something like that. So yeah, this is the outro.
Like a disaster.
Yeah, so that's it. Contrasting to the song being actually very, very sad. It was very fun for me to make the song, I guess, because when I was producing this track, I was over this, you know what I mean? And I think that's one of the reasons why I wasn't able to finish the track or produce this track, is because at the time in 2020, I was still feeling this, or I was still like very sad, and so I wasn't able to just continue, I guess. But then now that I'm done with the song, but done with the feeling of the song, it was easier for me to like do it. And it was very cool for me to kind of like not really reminisce, but like kind of see the song in a different perspective. I don't know, it's just different when I was writing the song and I was feeling it at the same time. But then now, because it's all like I've gotten over that with a healed heart and mind, it was a lot more easier for me to make. And so now when I hear this, it gets kind of sad, but not to the point where I felt like it was a disaster. You know what I mean? Like now, I just know that it was a disaster, but I don't feel like it anymore. So yeah, that was it for my production breakdown of Disaster. I hope you guys like the song and you guys like this video as well. If you do, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not a YouTuber, so I'm not used to saying that. But yeah, if you guys want me to do more of these for my songs, or if you guys have any songs that I did a cover of and you guys want to know how I did the cover or something, let me know. I recently did like a cover of Nonsense, Hype Boy, Way Home of TXT. But yeah, this is the production breakdown of Disaster. Hope you guys like it. Please listen to it well.